this hat every so often, but it's hand wash only, which also means it's line dry. So a good way I found of doing this is to use one of those empty buckets, like when you buy cat litter at the store. Sometimes you could get it in a plastic bucket. Once you've ran through all that, wash it out, and then use it as a reservoir to throw a little bit of detergent in some hot water. And you can just wash it by hand in there. And then to dry it, I just hang it up underneath the fan. That's it. It's very simple. Just little tips and tricks. Currently making dinner. Consisting of chicken and probably eggs again. Really have not done much at all today. Not that I was planning on anything. You know, days off are always spent leisurely. Besides the other shit that I do. Which really isn't much. Anyways, not important. What is of the utmost importance is that we get these clothes clean before tomorrow. Hoping the rinse cycle's over so I could dry them. Let's see if that's the case. Also the shoes. I'm gonna make sure these are crispy. Wow. It's a little longer than expected. That's fine. And so is that goddamn rent cycle. That shit is just for the last fucking half hour. It's still rinsing. For whatever reason. All I know is I better be fucking clean. Hopefully it wasn't a mistake putting my dirty clothes in with the stuff that was already in there. Same, had the same fucking piss smell. Which is like, okay, yeah, you're gonna wash them anyway, so it should go away. That wasn't really the issue. The issue is the fact that there were whites mixed in with darks. I mean, you can do that, but it's not good to. Maybe if you wash them cold, it's acceptable, but we always do at least a warm wash. So I can only foresee just bullshit as far as like what to expect doing something like that. So I pulled those out immediately and then started it up. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. The only difference between this and the one I had earlier today is I threw some chicken in here. And it turned out really good. I thought it'd be too much cheese, but no, it's like just the right amount. Very goodness. So, that being said, got something else to mix here. Oh, yeah, a long time stalker. I swear to even accuse me of such a thing is pretty audacious on anyone's part. Meanwhile, I have, you know, whoever the fuck that is, appearing every so often. Never saying shit other than the, whatever is scripted for them. It's the only message I get from that fucker. Same thing every time. Like, can I blank your blank? Yeah, sure, pay me, bitch. The fuck do you think this is? I'll be doing the most sometimes. would be worse if it were somebody that I know. You know, hiding behind whatever fucking mask you have available to you over the internet, as opposed to like, you know, talking to me in real life, as it were. That's different though. That's too much. That's like, most of you are too fucking scared to speak to me in person, let alone through whatever platform I decide to show my face on. Which is completely understandable, though. I get it. Like, why would you want to speak to this thing in any capacity whatsoever? You know, until it's your time to go. Until you're silenced for all eternity. I'll just say this for the record, your final words really don't mean shit. Whether in this life or the next. I could not care less. No amount of I'm sorry's or please and this or that. None of it's going to change my mind. None of it's going to affect me in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I could burn you alive and watch every last moment that you have left, and I would still sleep like a baby. In fact, I still do. Anyways. Not to be too grim about it, but that's just the reality. One thing I've always wondered, though, is about the delay on this site as opposed to the one that I used to be on, where I'm pretty sure I'm still banned as of right now. I haven't checked in at least a month, maybe longer. Not that I care, but I'm just curious. I wonder what would lift the ban, though. Because you would think paying them back, what was it, 12,000 something tokens? You would think that might restore my ability to go back on and do what I was doing. I had what, like 8,000 followers? Somewhere along those lines. I had consistent viewers. I had, I was actually doing pretty well. In fact, I was able to stop working last year or the year before, near the end of October, all the way until January, and I could still pay my bills. Like, wasn't really killing it like I should be. But hey, I was still able to make ends meet without a fucking job for months. Testament to my ability, you might say. And that's not to say that I couldn't go on there right now and effectively restore my status. But getting to the support team over at CB is like, you would think they have the ability, the capacity, the man force, you might say, to be able to respond to shit quicker than, I don't know, a few days up to a week or two. But they obviously don't give a fuck. Unless you're, I guess, big time over there. Maybe then they'll get to you right away, within hours, instead of fucking days or weeks. Such as my case has always been. Another thing I don't like about that site is all the restrictions they put. Because, like, they give me some bullshit explanation as to why I can't stream outside on a mobile device. Not even outside, but like just on the balcony of an apartment, let's say, that automatically gets me some kind of fucking site administrator notice. Like, no, you can't do this. You need permission. You need to go through the proper channels and ask us, can I go outside, please? Or, like, what is this, dude? You know, before I ended up getting banned, I was actually doing some streaming, which is totally acceptable on this platform, which I'm very grateful for. Apparently not on theirs though, because I was in the middle of a mire, busting it wide open, basically, in the cereal aisle, using the boxes to hold up the phone. Just live streaming that shit. Me clowning. They got really upset about that though. Like, you can't be in public doing this. Like, really. When everybody else, it's not a problem. Only them. Do they need to come down on me with a fucking ban hammer and say, no, you are not allowed? I'm in a building. I'm not outside this time. What's the problem? Oh, that there's other people around and I'm not showing their face. But it's still an issue for whatever fucking reason. And that shit got on my nerves. I cannot stand being told I'm not allowed to do certain things, like stream in public, even if it's indoors, or go outside, or show other people on my fucking feed on my stream. Whereas if they're at a convention, they're in public, basically. It's open to the public, as long as they're of age, I'm guessing, to see whatever or whoever is there. You see people who are not fucking verified faces on their stream. But it's not a problem for them. Oh, they're at the fucking convention, sponsored by the site itself, so it shouldn't be an issue. In any other case, though, you just get fucking banned, and you can't come back online until you verify said person whose likeness was shown. Yeah, that's something I had to do. And what's even funnier after the fact, when I initially owed them however much, they took away my ability, my permission to go on stream and show my face when I literally started the fucking channel myself. The person I had verified on there was still able, though, to show themselves and go on if they felt like it, which they never did, because it was more so like a guest appearance type thing. It was always under my control. It was always me running the fucking show. But all right. Let them conduct their business however the fuck they want. I could not give less of a fuck. I really don't. It's not in my nature to be bothered by such little frivolous bullshit things that corporations decide to do to fuck with the little man, I guess. Right? Considering me, I'm only 5'8", so yeah, I guess I am a little man. Until we start talking about different sizes. Not my height. Maybe that's what really pissed them off. Maybe that's why I'm not allowed to stream there anymore. Maybe they are just jealous. That's not something I can help you with, though. I think what that requires is doing a little bit of soul searching, finding out why you're envious of me and what I possess, and then going from there and teaching yourself, educating yourself on the fact that it really doesn't matter. and you should stop crying and fucking get over it. I'm not even bitching about it. I just like to clear the air and set the record straight and explain to you why it is that I happen to be here as opposed to there. But, after the switch, I found out how much better it was here. A lot more liberating, a lot more freedom, and way less of the fucking bullshit. I have not had one goddamn message or suspension or ban or otherwise from a bullshit site administrator saying you can't do this or that or that or this or that. None. A few years ago, maybe, because I stepped off stream for like a few minutes. No, when I came back, it was like, oh, you can't be off camera for that long. I was like, this is bullshit. So I stopped using it. But then, come to find out, they removed that fucking rule some time ago. I had no idea. If I did, I would have came right back. And had I known that I could go outside or in public and not have it be a problem, I would have been back on here so fucking fast and would have just said, fuck that place, the other one. I'll do that when I feel like it. But other than that, this is where I want to be consistently. This is a platform I would much rather support with my time spent on it, and just due to the sole fact that they are this generous with the amount of fucking freedoms that you have, as opposed to being up your ass every single time you do something. At least in my case, I don't think it works the same way for other streamers. I think they get away with a lot more than I do for whatever reason. But hey, that's just how they wanted to conduct their business. So be it. I'd rather not deal with that bullshit. But that's just me. I had beans yesterday, one time, one bowl. The gas I've been producing, not like right now, because I guess it's somewhat passed through, but earlier, and I think last night as well, was just fucking atrocious. Like, rotten eggs don't get to smell that bad. They would plug their noses at what the fuck I was making. But as of right now, not too bad. Definitely not near as bad as it was. And I'm almost positive it's not so much the beans that caused it, but the fact that they put smoked pork in that goddamn soup, which made it all the more fragrant, I guess you could say. though not a fragrance you would ever want to smell. Pookie left behind one of his nails. That little brat. Anyway, it's a pretty good meal. And a nice dinner. I think I could forego the strength training for today. I had a really lazy day. I basically didn't do shit today, other than made myself a couple meals. That was it. But I did manage to wash my clothes, so somewhat productive. And I washed my hat and the shoes. Cleaned up after myself after my meals as well, which is something I like to do. I don't like to leave my messes for other people. You know, it takes a certain degree of self discipline and responsibility. Not much, though. It should be more commonplace. And it's not something I was ever taught growing up. For us, it was always like somebody else took care of our messes, basically, which kind of leaves you crippled in the sense of self responsibility going into adulthood. It really does not benefit you to be spoiled or pampered in that way. It just makes you more of a cunt, I guess I should say. But whatever. You live and you learn. I got any fucking notice on the website. Hopefully that's my password. I don't want to have to. Security code. Oh, jeez. It's fucking two-factor authentication. Status complete. There's my application. So what's the determination? State agency to contact you. I'm still waiting. Who are they? CB? How fucking long they take to respond on this shit? Might as well be. Fucking. Shit is annoying. Whoa. Professor Audio. Why the fuck is that so loud? The good thing about my recent venture back into the strength training is the fact that I'm doing like more so full body type workouts as opposed to just isolating a certain muscle group like upper body or chest or shoulders or what have you. Like there's progressive overload to where you could leave one part of your body sore until the next day. Whereas the way that I do it now, I feel it all over if it persists. If not, it's just a sign that I need to be doing more. But I've been focusing more so on back, and I could definitely still feel it. As opposed to before when I never really was able to get it to that point. Not that I wasn't doing it right, but then again, I do heal pretty fast, so it's a little bit harder for me, I guess. It's not to say it's impossible, it's just with what I have available here compared to what I was doing, and the fact that I don't have a gym membership at the moment since I have not paid that thing in months, unfortunately, and that bill is just racking up. It's like I could just do it at home. I really don't need to go. It's not that I don't want to go, because they have things available there that I don't have at home. I mean, workout equipment as well. But the main thing is I can't fucking tan at home in the middle of winter. I don't have a tanning bed. And even if I did, it wouldn't be as good as the ones they have there. Whereas they have a standing booth with the the good bulbs, the real good shit. I mean, it's 360 degrees of just straight up radiation, and you will get darker. And if you don't apply some form of SPF, you will fucking burn. I learned that the hard way because I actually went in naked one time, did not put any form of SPF on my ass, and the next day I was literally like the classical depiction of good old Diali Bard with the red ass and everything. Like, I don't remember his name in Cow and Chicken, that old cartoon from way back, but the guy who basically looks like the devil, like his ass, that's what I had after the fact. So you gotta make it. It's gotta be. What's the word I'm looking for? It's imperative, I guess I should say, that you wear some sort of SPF protection, some form of sunscreen, even if you're tanning indoors, especially. I mean, I could go out into the natural sunlight and not burn just by reducing my exposure, though I still wear it because it's better to. It's a much smarter way to avoid, certain things. Because exposure to that much radiation can be harmful to your skin if you're not careful. But if you take necessary precautions, it's like, hey, I'm actually getting the benefits without it being detrimental to my health. And that's the way to do it. You gotta be smart about these things. But in order to get back there, I have to pay a hefty bill. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around $300 as of now. Seeing as how I haven't paid it in so long and they add late fees every month that you don't. But, I'll take care of it. I've just been putting it off because that's not the only bill that I have looming overhead. There's also the case of a loan I took out for $1,100, mind you, right? But the thing about that is the repayment pretty much started almost immediately, and it wasn't a monthly thing. Had it been monthly repayments, I would have been perfectly fine. But they started automatically taking 100 something dollars out of my bank account, directly from my bank account, every week on the fucking dot. Like from one week until the very next week, same time, same day, just boom, boom, boom. And this was during the time when I was not working again. I ended up losing that job. The reason, I mean, you could, I guess, blame me. You could say it was my fault entirely, but I don't. I don't believe that for a second. Not that I'm not the type to admit when I am at fault and take responsibility for certain things, but I really was not all that bad. It was only after the fact that I reacted negatively. That I could have gone without doing. But I was already out of a job at that point. So that wasn't so much what caused me to lose it in the first place, but it definitely cemented my stance as far as telling certain people to go fuck themselves. That should have stuck. But apparently, some people aren't able to get the message. Because after the fact, all that shit happening, everything considered, I'm what? I still get a call back from randomly out of nowhere months later after the fact. And I look because I'm in the middle of a workout when I get it, and then I see who it is. I have my headphones in at the time. I'm listening to music. I'm not concerned with whoever the fuck's calling me. But then I look and I see that, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Click. Fuck off. I don't want to talk to you at all. Especially not right now, since I am busy. But even if I wasn't occupied playing music on my headphones while I'm working out, doing something, what the fuck makes you think I want to speak to you? Especially after, all that bullshit. You have me really fucked up. You must have mistaken me for somebody else. Maybe instead of demonizing my ass and making me out to be the bad guy, in which case I really wasn't, you should take a look at who the actual perpetrators of the bullshit are. Look to see who's really fucking who over, in which case wouldn't be me, because not only was I responsible, I was taking care of fucking business with zero issues. But it's only after the fact that you bring on these fucking bitches who don't even know how to show up on time, let alone take care of shit properly. And somehow that's my fault. Somehow I'm to blame. Somehow I am literally Diali fucking Bard. No, you just can't handle shit. You don't know how to run a business because you let your fucking employees run, walk, stomp all over you, and get away with whatever the fuck they want if they're not me. Whatever it is you want to talk about, I don't give a fuck, in other words. Learn to handle your business. Like I said, there's only so many things that I could or should or would give a fuck about, but I just don't. As much as time exists, I really don't have it for you or anyone else's bullshit. Which is part of the reason near the end I would walk the fuck out and leave right in the middle of the workday. Don't push me to that point if you don't want to deal with the shrewd cunt that I very well am capable of being under whatever circumstance. It's like Ice Cube said, check thyself. Maybe not verbatim what he said, but still close enough. Also, don't get on my bad side. Just consider yourself lucky to be breathing. For now.